Okay, now this video is about Spade Cooley and the murder of his wife, Ella Mae Evans. But before we begin our story, let's take a look at just how big a star Spade Cooley was at one time. Cooley joined a big band led by Jimmy Wakely, which played at the Venice Pier Ballroom in Venice, California, playing fiddle. Several thousand dancers would turn out on Saturday nights to swing and hop. The hordes of people and jitterbuggers loved him. When Wakely got a movie contract at Universal Pictures, Cooley replaced him as band leader. To capitalize on the pioneering success of the Bob Wills, Tommy Duncan pairing, Cooley hired vocalist Tex Williams, who is best known for the novelty song Smoke, Smoke That Cigarette, and who was capable of the mellow, deep baritone sound made popular by Duncan. Cooley's 18-month engagement at the Venice Pier Ballroom was record-breaking for the early half of the 1940s. His Shame on You, released by Columbia's OK record label, was recorded in December 1944 and was #1 on the country charts for 2 months. A Red Foley, Lawrence Welk collaboration issued by Decca was #4 to Cooley's #5 on Billboard's most played jukebox folk records listing in September of 1945. Soundy's Distributing Corporation of America issued one of their music video-like film shorts of Cooley's band performing Shame on You in the fall of 1945. Shame on You was the first in an unbroken string of 6 top 10 singles, including Detour, You Can't Break My Heart, and to let you know, these songs can be found on YouTube. Cooley appeared in 38 Western films, both in bit parts and as a stand-in for cowboy actor Roy Rogers. Billed as Spade Cooley and his Western dance gang, he was featured in the soundy Take Me Back to Tulsa, released July 31st, 1944, along with Williams and Carolina Cotton. Corrina was released August 28, 1944, minus Cotton. The film short, Spade Cooley, King of Western Swing, was filmed in May 1945 and released September 1, 1945. It was followed by Melody Stampede, released on November 8, 1945. Spade Cooley and his orchestra came out in 1949. In 1950, Cooley had significant roles in several films. In the summer of 1946, the Cooley band fragmented after the band leader fired Williams, who had offers to record on his own. A number of key sidemen, including guitarist Johnny Weiss, left with Williams, who formed the Western Caravan, which incorporated a sound similar to Cooley's. Williams had his hit recording of Smoke, Smoke That Cigarette in 1948. Cooley reconstituted his band with former Bob Wills sidemen, including steel guitarist Noel Boggs, and the guitar ensemble of Jimmy Wilbur and Cameron Hill. He also added full brass and reed sections to the band. Beginning in June of 1948, Cooley began hosting the Spade Cooley Show, a variety show on KTLA-TV in Los Angeles, broadcast from the Venice Pier Ballroom. The show won local Emmy Awards in 1952 and 1953. Guests included Frankie Lane, Frank Sinatra, and Dinah Shore. The Spade Cooley Show was viewed coast to coast via the Paramount Television Network. KTLA eventually canceled Cooley's program by 1956 and replaced it with a competing show brought over from KCOP, Cliffy Stone's Hometown Jamboree. Cooley's second wife, Ella Mae Evans Cooley, 36, had been a singer in his band before they married 15 years earlier. He suspected her of repeatedly being unfaithful. In March 1961, she told a friend she had an affair with Roy Rogers in 1952 or 53. She soon asked Cooley, who had many of his own affairs, for a divorce. On March 23rd, Cooley filed for divorce, citing incompatibility and seeking custody of their 3 children, Melody, Donald Jr., and John. On April 26, 1961, Cooley was indicted by a Kern County grand jury for the murder of his wife on April 3rd at the couple's home near Willow Springs. Cooley's then 14-year-old daughter, Melody, recounted to the jury how she was forced by her father to watch in terror as he killed her mother. Cooley claimed his wife had been injured by falling in the shower. Cooley was defended by attorney P. Basil Lambros in what was the longest case in county history at the time, and was convicted of first-degree murder by a Kern County jury on August 21, 1961, after unexpectedly withdrawing an insanity plea. He was spared death in the gas chamber and sentenced to life in prison. Then Governor Ronald Reagan agreed to pardon Cooley, but Cooley died before the pardon was finalized. On August 5, 1968, the California State Adult Authority voted unanimously to parole him on February 22, 1970. Cooley had served less than 9 years of a life sentence and was in poor health from heart trouble. On November 23, 1969, he received a 72-hour furlough from the prison hospital unit at Vacaville to play a benefit concert for the Deputy Sheriff's Association of Alameda County at the Oakland Auditorium, now known as the Henry J. Kaiser Convention Center in Oakland. During the intermission, after a standing ovation, Cooley suffered a fatal heart attack backstage. He's interred at Chapel of the Chimes Cemetery in Hayward. If you ever find yourself in Hollywood, take a walk down Hollywood Boulevard and stop at 6802. Look at the star for Kevin Costner. You'll find the star for Spade Cooley, born Donald Clyde Cooley. He was a movie and television star, king of Western swing, and the only convicted murderer to have his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Okay, that's the end of our video. I sure hope you enjoyed it. If you like this type of video and want us to keep producing them, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you very much for watching.